What's up, guys? Midwest 2 over here back again. It is currently 2 a.m. Eastern time, and I am out here working on my 72C10. This project is taking a long time, but I think we're gonna try to get it running today. I have the original, even though I swapped it with the 6-liter LS, I've got the original side post battery terminals, which I'm going to have to switch over to the newer style, I guess top post, I guess what you would call it. Found a serpentine belt. I knew I had one. Found it. It's not the greatest condition. It feels a little bit worn out, but for the purpose of trying to get this engine going, I think that's going to be sufficient to do what I need to do. We put oil in it today. Everything's primed, got a dipstick in it, oil filter, all that good stuff is done. I'm still working on the truck in terms of getting the body fixed on this truck. We just got done welding cab corners in. And they look kind of crappy right now, but they're in at least. So we've got those all in. I got to do some filling, do some fiberglass filler, and then go over it with some, whatever you call it. It's late. I'm tired. I can't even think about what I'm trying to say, but I need to get this video out. But yeah, I've been kind of working on all the wiring. This is a big job. Anybody who's ever done an LS swap, it's not an easy job. I've done this before. I've helped my buddies do theirs, and this is the first time that I'm doing it alone. The last engine I did was an LT1 swap in my 58, which is over there. So this is new, but we got to get it done. And the reason why we got to get it done is because I have another project right here, which is in pieces. And you may say, oh my God, James, like, I can't believe you're going to do this one here. Well, this is a 1952 Ford F1, and we've got a donor vehicle ready to go. I've been working on that, stripping it down. You can't really see it, but that is a 2006 Ford Explorer with a 4.6 liter 3-valve V8. And so we're going to take the entire body off that truck, and we're going to weld the cab to the floor and cut the firewall and do all that kind of stuff, because that truck runs and drives. So that's the next project that we're going to be doing. So I can't get that truck going, or this truck here going, until I've got the other truck going. So we've been robbing parts and getting things ready to go. That truck's been stripped out. It's ready to be cut down. And then we're going to start getting this one here figured out, laid out, so we can get it all in and start going on it. This is going to be a big project here, because there's a lot of work that needs to be done, not just simply mounting the body onto the Ford Explorer, but also fixing rust and rot and things of that nature. So that's going to be the next upcoming project. So we've got to get this 72 done, because it should have been done a lot faster given the minimal amount of work that was required. But you know, the Midwest is cold. So one thing I do want to share with you guys, if you've ever taken off seatbelt bolts, the Torx bolts for seat belts, you know that they're very, very difficult. And I don't know what the torque spec is for those types of fasteners, but they're typically on there. Man, not to say that I was concerned that the Ulsa Tools stubby Torx bits weren't going to work. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I was really impressed with how well they worked. So much so that I lost one. The T50, which is what I used to take all the seat belts out of that truck, out of that Explorer. I don't know what I did with it, so I'm going to have to see if maybe Ulsa Tools will hook a brother up and send me a replacement, but I lost it. These things work great. I put these in an impact gun, and I gotta admit, I was concerned that I was going to break it, because, you know, I've not had a lot of luck with Torx bits in the past on an impact gun, and I'm still kind of looking around for that piece. But man, dude, these things worked out really, really well. No twisting, no breaking. I mean, they perform flawlessly. So, I'm just telling you, you can buy whatever you want to buy, but if you're looking for some stubby Torx that can fit in a wrench or on a 3/8 drive ratchet or impact, you need to get these here. These things, I mean, I strongly recommend them, and you can see the sizes that it is. So yeah, I lost that T50. I got everything else. I haven't used the little guy here, and I was so ready to show you guys the T50 after I used it all day long, and I lost it like an idiot. I feel so bad about that. But anyway, get yourselves some of these Olsa tools, guys. The stubby Torx bits. They part number is 1832. Those things are awesome. Now I do have the hex in both metric and imperial. I have not tried those out yet, but I can tell you with a 100% confidence, you will be very impressed with the Olsa tools quality overall. Those things, they just work, man. They did a really fantastic job. So get you some. So let's see, toolbox still a mess. It is what it is. I got a lot of projects going on, guys. I cannot keep up with it. The mess works for me for now. But now that the weather's starting to break, like I said, I'm out here at 2 o'clock in the morning. It is warm. I would assume it's probably in the upper 60s right now. And I think Saturday morning, which I guess it is technically Saturday now, is supposed to be just as nice of a day as Friday was, which was up into the late 70s. So we're going to be out here working a lot. That's the plan, at least. Like I said, I got to do wiring. I'm going to be test firing this engine up hopefully tomorrow. I got to run the ground strap. I just went and found a ground strap on another wiring harness that I had. So now I have to just get this one here grounded to the body, to the frame and to the body, and then that should be good to go. And then we can go ahead and get a battery in here. Oh, once I get those ends changed out, I got to do that. I've never changed an end before, so hopefully it's not too bad of a process to get it done. I'll have to do like everyone else do some YouTube, see how it's done, and go from there. But I'm not going to go get a different type of ground strap. Although I say that, well, no, I won't, because this negative terminal is actually off an LS engine wiring harness, and it's also a top mount. I may go to the junkyard tomorrow and see if I can find a front mount or front post one, maybe off of an older 96 OBS Chevy truck. Maybe they'll have it, because that's what I know. Those are on mine. Then again, I don't know, so we'll have to see. I don't know. Anyways, that's kind of like what I'm working on tonight. I've got fuel lines ran. I've got the fuel tank just sitting over here. It actually has fuel in it, so that we can go ahead and test. I've already tested the fuel pump in it. No, the fuel pump is working, which it should. It's a brand new tank. There shouldn't be any issues with it, so we should be able to go ahead and get that going. But yeah, this is a unique project. I mean, it's what it is, man. It's a lot of work. So, and it's not even my truck. That's the funny part about it. It's my wife's truck. So, but yeah, we're gonna get it done, and I hope to have it done within the next month, at the very latest, because like I said, I want to get to my truck, which is the 58 or the 52, 51, 52. I want to get that done. So, where the hell is my tape measure at? There it is. Something that I thought about. I need to get one of those paint pens too, so I can start writing down on the windshield. I got a fuel pressure gauge hooked up to. What does that measure? That measures 4 inches. I guess you guys can't even see it. I got to get, the way the hose runs from here, it runs across to this point, to the water pump. So I've got to, yeah, get all that kind of figured out. I also need to put in a power steering pump gearbox, because this one here is manual steering, manual gear. I need to put a power steering one in there so I can have power steering in this truck, because she ain't gonna like trying to turn this big girl around without power steering. So we're gonna have to do that. Get that done as well. Yeah, I gotta wire up the fans, which I've got the fan kit. Fan kit is right here. I did notice that for some odd reason, I got a different end fitting. So I would already had this done, but when I went to go put this sensor in, the threads are too big on it. So you can always go up, but you can't go down. So I'm gonna have to probably order another fitting, or go to the hardware store and see, or not hardware store, but the automotive store, and see if they've got a different style temperature sensor so I can get this one to work. Because you got to put them at the front of the heads. You don't put them at the back, because you want your most accurate temperature reading. So but yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at. I'm just out, like I said, I'm just out in the garage messing around tonight. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Probably should go inside, lay down for at least a few hours so I can come back out here tomorrow and get this project done. So hopefully we'll start it up, and then if I do, you guys will see it. So all right, guys, that's all I got for you tonight. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.